And then we're in. Who am I here with?
Christina Ralston over at Del Valle County Jail to post bail on Dakota Jackson.
Look at that. It's real.
It is. It actually really happened.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Is this your first time posting bail on somebody?
Yes, actually, my whole life, this is the first time I actually posted bail.
When you used, and you were able to use your ID?
Yes.
And legally?
And legally, everything went legally through.
Wow, that's very interesting. So you talked to the lady this morning, you figured it all out, and you came over here, and it took us about 20 minutes.
That's it.
That's really awesome.
Now, the longest part is waiting for them to release him because there's stuff that they got to do, paperwork and counts and shift change and stuff like that. They say it could take 1 to 6 hours.
The Mama Outlaw said, congrats, been waiting for this all day.
Thank you. I've been waiting too.
We're standing right outside Del Valle, guys. It's in the background right here. I'm just going to shift it over here real quick. I'm not sure if we're able to really even be filming right here, so I'm kind of keeping this low key. I'm kind of behind my car. But it's Ralston?
Ralston.
Ralston. They said, Miss Ralston, we're ready for you.
Yeah.
B's calling me, guys. You can't make this up. Hey, tell B to don't call me when I'm on live, man. That's funny. What are your thoughts right now? What's going through your head?
I'm anxious. I'm just happy and ecstatic, and I just can't wait to see God in him, because I know God's been sad and depressed, and his anxiety's been high, and I know Dakota's going crazy in there without his dog, and I can't wait to see them happy together.
You've been seeing, you think it mostly affected God the most?
Yes, because he looks at me with sad eyes all the time, like, where's Dad? And when I walk him, he's like this, looking for his owner, and he can't find him because he's here.
I know a lot of times people will take a substance and they won't, they'll tune out. For example, like tune. They'll tune out and they'll do things they never would do if they were, in a state of mind that wasn't, off the wall.
Yeah.
So you think, that's specifically the reason?
I know for sure that's the reason. Not just think, my heart tells me that. Because that way he acted at night, that was never him. Never. He has such a big heart, caring. He wants to help people even after they fuck him over. And he still wants to help them because he doesn't want to give up on them.
Do you think it's important to offer people another opportunity to do better?
Most definitely.
Why?
Well, for me, as an example, everybody fucks up. Everybody fucks up. It's whether they learn from it and move past it and change. And everybody has it in them to change. It's just 90% of the time they don't get the opportunity. Like right now, this is a perfect opportunity for him to change, and on that end, and I believe people do change, and they just got to get the right people to help, let them show them that they can.
And who are we to not offer someone another opportunity?
We're not supposed to. We're not even supposed to be judging people. But we do it, and we keep them from having a second chance in life, a second chance to change and to prove that they're good people.
Someone said, can I see the keys, please? Keys to the jail cell?
I wish I had them, but they got them in there. You want me to go over there and take it to you?
Low Battery said, hi, ma'am. Not bad for 40 years old. What's up, guys? How y'all doing tonight? Caleb, so who signed the papers?
I did.
She was able to sign the papers, and
I did.
You made a call this morning. What did you say to him?
I just asked them, I told them that I am technically the victim and I want to bail him out because I know of his innocence. And they told me all I got to do is come up here with 2 20s and a 10 and my ID.
And we came with what?
2 20s and 2 5s. Which is still 10.
Which is a really cheap bail.
Yes.
Which is really, that tells me that, nothing really, like, it doesn't sound like he gave you like a black eye.
No, he didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He
if
didn't.
they gave you a $50 bail, that tells me that they just, you know, they took him in just to get a few more contracts on a day.
That part, they just wanted their pays for him being locked up this long because they get paid a certain percentage.
Because I was thinking about it, and you were telling me that you talked to the judge.
Mm-hmm. And the prosecutor.
And to be honest, that's what made me think of helping you out, because in my circumstance, I emailed the judge when I was in your shoes, when my ex had, you know, deadly weapon aggravated assault charge. I emailed the judge and let him know, hey, you know, technically I'm the man of this relationship. It's my responsibility. So, you know, I let it get to that point, and I saw myself last night in your shoes, and I was able to help you out. You know what I mean?
Which is very, very greatly appreciated.
No one helped me out, you know, when that was happening for me. So for me to be able to do that for you, it was really special to me.
Thank you. Thank you. I have nothing else to say on that, because it's left me speechless, because I've never, like I said, this is all new.
Yeah, like you were telling me, we were hanging out in the visitation center for a few moments. You were telling me, I've never done an interview on YouTube, or you never had social media or anything like that.
I never got into it. It's like, I mean, I'll listen to YouTube for the music, but other than that, no, I don't have Twitter or Instagram. I don't do none of that.
And even though you were allowed to post bail, you aren't allowed to see him for how long?
Actually, the only time I could see him is to return his dog within 1 week of release.
And how long?
And that is, after that, I'm not allowed to see him till he gets the monitor off, which his lawyer said that, the prosecutor said that they'll come and discuss that within a week to 2 weeks after his release, on if he abides by the bond agreement.
Got you. So in the bond agreement, they're going to work out like a anger management class? What does that look like?
It says he has to have an alcohol evaluation, no firearms, no contact with me except for to arrange pick up pets within 1 week of release, and he has to be GPS county funded once released, no curfew, which means that he has to stay 100 feet away or so away from my location of where I reside at. Other than that, he does not have to have a curfew to where he has to have a residence, since he is still technically homeless. Which is cool that the judge agreed with all that.
Why do you think he agreed to all that?
Because apparently he knows he's innocent, or why else would he agree to letting him out on just a GPS no curfew? Knowing he's homeless, he could run, he could do anything. But apparently the judge has faith that he's innocent too.
I mean,
not totally, you know what I mean by innocent, like
he was drugged.
Yeah, like it wasn't his fault. Somebody thought, like I said, they get their kicks off of him being stupid on mushrooms.
What does that mean?
Because you start hallucinating, you start tripping, and somebody thought it'd be funny to watch somebody trip out. Because he's known to have, well, everybody knows he has schizophrenia, and that he has ADHD. Watching somebody that is with schizophrenia and hyperactive disorder start tripping balls, they thought it'd be funny. And apparently the judge thought it was wrong. And that's why they're allowing all this.
Yeah, I would imagine it not be funny.
No, it's not.
You gotta watch who you hang out with, for sure.
That is true.
So now what does your life look like? You don't have to sleep in the car, or what's...
I can go back to sleeping in my bed with my cats that are in my room, and go back to actually get the job at 7-Eleven that I've been promised and been holding for me this whole time.
So that's something I didn't know about, is that you have a job waiting for you at 7-Eleven, and the only thing that was holding you back is making sure that God was out here and
Yeah.
okay.
That he had somebody to watch him, make sure that he wasn't going to get kidnapped, because I've had him stolen from me before, and I don't want that to happen again. It took me 6 months to get him back the last time.
So when are you going to uphold that job at 7-Eleven?
When I get back tonight, I'm going to actually, after we get done doing everything, I'm going to go do the application, and I'm going to contact Jeff to let him know that I filled it out so he could go ahead and pull it and set
Talking
me
about
up.
the Arabian long-haired dude?
Mm-mm.
Which one is Jeff?
The white guy with glasses.
Huh. The bigger dude, chunky?
Mm-hmm.
So he's a manager.
He's assistant manager, hiring assistant manager, yes.
Wow, okay. So when you get into the 7-Eleven, what's this look like? In real time's getting free food or what?
Discounted. And if my boss ain't around, yeah, I'll slip a something.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And that's what she said earlier, guys. She said when she gets in there, you know, she's the way we hooked her up, she's gonna hook everybody else up. Cause you know what I do. I'm just gonna get some food to kind of hand out to everybody, and you know, whoever's around there. Caleb, please read Joshua's. What's up, Joshua? Hey, Caleb. When you get a chance, you can answer my question. If he has to wear an ankle monitor, go to be in the home to there's electricity order for that to work.
He does not have to have a home for it. It's, I guess, battery operated or something, or I don't know how that works. All I know is that it's non-curfew. He doesn't have to have an address or a home to be at to wear it.
Really?
Yeah, that's why his lawyer and the judge agreed to it, because that's what she wanted, because she knew he was homeless and that he didn't have a steady place to stay.
Okay, so exactly. I would assume that, you know, they know these people don't have homes. And I'm curious why they wouldn't just, instead of, and when you have this person, right, and he's in custody already, he's already in the jail, guys, he's already in the jail, and you're a judge, why wouldn't you say, hey, if you're going to be let out homeless, why don't we get you connected to some resources like harm reduction? That way, when you get released, you don't get released out on the street. You get released into a facilitation or a place that can actually keep an eye and regulate.
Yep.
But they just let everybody out. You get released from prison, boom, you're right out on the street. There's not a lot of like transitional places.
No, there's not.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, there's actually quite a bit of transitional houses out here.
Yeah.
It's just you gotta have the right insurance, the right knowledge of where to go and who to talk to. And a lot of times they don't inform none of the inmates on any of that knowledge. They just toss us out to the side out there and make us do it on our own and not know where to go.
Right.
So we always turn back to what we've always known, the streets.
But that's not how we get people to succeed.
No.
Getting out of jail or getting out of prison.
No, that's not.
I don't understand why they can't just make that one slight move and contact somebody like a case manager.
Because they want us to fuck up and come back. Because that's how they make their money. They just want it.
So they don't implement procedures that work for specifically to stimulate capitalism?
Not really. I mean, if you from prison, maybe yeah, they try, but from county jail, no. No, you have to go to prison in order to get the help that you need when you get released. But county jail, no.
So county jail is kind of just like a game of fishing. You know, you throw the fish back in and then you kind of just want to catch them again.
Yep. That's exactly what it's
little
like.
Catch and release game they're playing here with people.
Yeah, they're playing it with people's lives, and not just their lives, the whole family's lives, the children's lives, everybody's lives.
Because if they were actually interested in helping, they would get that homeless man connected to somebody that can, regulate. And like Northbridge, maybe not, that's failing, but some sort of,
there's plenty of those places like that around. I found like 6 of them that would be perfect for him. And that's another thing I was going to get him into is like, there's this one called a New Entry. And it's for people that are being released on parole.
Wyatt said if you want it, they'll help you. So you have to basically ask when you get out of jail if you want it, like shelters and stuff.
Yeah, you do have to ask, but a lot of times they don't know that they can give them that information because they don't volunteer it to them, being like, hey, yo, if you need help to have a place to go, or if you need da da da, come write a request form or nothing. They don't inform them that they have the option to.
Getting at when you're in jail and you're locked up, they're
They-
really just focused on bail bonds.
Yeah, they're focused on their daily pay and their bail bonds and any way to make money off of somebody.
Okay, Joshua just got an update. Okay, I just looked into the ankle monitor bracelet. They have to have a box in their house plugged in. That was a wireless deal, or that monitors him. The only other bracelet they have is what they call GPS monitoring.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So GPS monitoring.
Yes.
And that's what they're basically just putting a GPS system on him.
Yes, that's what it says right here. GPS, county funded, once released, no curfew.
County funded.
Which means they're paying for it.
You think that's true?
No.
You think we're paying for it, right?
Yeah.
County funded, really?
Yeah, it's more like the taxpayers are paying for it.
So you think it's like people funded? That's interesting. So someone said it's not house arrest, it's GPS kind of monitoring.
Yeah, to make sure that he doesn't go near my residence where I stay, where I reside at.
Did you just start just to get out of jail? So
What?
basically they're asking, did you just post his bail?
Yes, I just posted his bail.
And you think that's going to be probably a couple hours before he gets out, or what?
I would say with being so close to shift change and everything, it'll probably be close to like 9, 10 o'clock he'll be released.
What state? What's up, Mary? We're in Austin, Texas. So he got here, he went to Austin first, downtown, or did he go?
He went downtown.
Now we're at Del Valley? And have you ever had any experience in here?
Yeah, I have.
What was the experience like in this jail right here?
It's a madhouse. I mean, you got crazies everywhere. But then there's the people that are cool, collect, that like just do their time to get in and out. And then the officers, they of course pick their favorites. It's like that everywhere. It's just a waiting game here. You just sit there, wait, sleep, eat, and wait. You can actually do programs to kill your time and all that, like classes for AA, NA. You can even get GD classes.
When are you gonna see him?
As soon as he gets word that he wants his dog, I'm gonna meet up with him with somebody else, which his name is Listo, is gonna go with me to do a trade to give him his dog.
And that's what they advised?
Yes.
Someone has to come with you?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Just to make sure that they technically want me not to be there, but they want me to stay there till he shows up, and then I bounce out where he doesn't see me, out of focus, because they don't want no temptation or no contact.
Temptation or contact?
Like temptation, like wanting to hug me or something like that, because that's a no-go. They won't allow that right now, because it will be a violation to his bond.
Caleb, hope you're wearing your helmet.
He is always.
What's up, Georgia? How you doing? How are you going to change from here? What's going to change in your day-to-day that you make sure that this is not going to happen again?
I've already went around, made sure that nobody is to give him any kind of drugs ever again. Because that's what did this all together, is somebody wanting to be funny. And I made a point to that they would know if something did happen like this again, that they would be the one dealing with the repercussion, not him or me. Because that is wrong, fucking with somebody's life like that. Not just one person, 2 people's lives. It's just wrong. And
because you've had to basically stop your jobbing process.
I had to basically stop living my life, put everything on hold, just to make sure that my child, which is a dog, yes, so what, is taken care of. Because I care about that animal so much, because he's my baby. As me and Dakota would call them, our fur babies.
And you got a bunch of them in there.
We got 3 cats, Those were rescued too. One of them actually has a broken back. And I found him like that. And they're 2 brothers, 1 sister.
Miss Welch just said, sending love.
Thank you.
You know, you've never been interviewed online, and the first introduction to you being interviewed is you bailing out somebody.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of bizarre.
Yeah, it is pretty bizarre. I like that word, bizarre.
I do too.
It is bizarre. It's like it's really far out there. I've never done this either for somebody. I've been bailed out before, but I've never helped someone get bailed out.
I've never done that either. It's like I said, I've been bailed out, but I've never, like you have to. But being on the other end, it feels different. It feels actually good. It feels a relief.
Yeah, it's good to be on the other side of it.
It is. It really is.
You know what I'm saying? Because we can go, we can go celebrate. We don't have to celebrate in our jail cell.
That part.
So, what's the next step from here? Do you think when you return his dog? Do you know when you're going to be able to make a connection with him again?
No, I don't know. Not until we go to the courts and make sure that he's complying to his bond agreement.
So there is some sort of process to get him back to connection with you?
Yes.
Do you think that's righteous?
I don't think it's righteous, but I think it's what is probably needed to be done, since his brain and his train of thought was fucked with the hallucinogenics. I think in order to get it right, 100%, he has to comply, and I think that's right. Yeah.
Kind of like testing the waters, dipping your toe in the bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
You seeing if it's too hot or not.
Yeah.
You got to put the cold water on there.
Yep. That part.
He's gonna watch this video. I'm assuming when he gets released, he might. What would you say to him? What would be, if he's watching this right now? What would you say to him?
I know that wasn't you, Dakota, and I know what kind of person you are, and I just want you to be happy, and I want your dog to be with his owner, his dad. So I hope the best, and I hope you comply with the bond.
You stopped your entire life just so the man and his dog could be back together.
Yeah.
Because if that dog got taken, he might never see that dog again.
I know he wouldn't ever see that dog again. I know he wouldn't. And it would tear both of them apart. And I love both of them. And I don't want to see either one of them getting hurt. They're already hurt enough. They've already been hurt throughout their life enough.
Guys, do you have any more questions before we end this live up? We're at the jail. Does anybody have any questions for Miss Christina? Let's go. We're cat earing right now. They got cat ears on you. I don't get that. What's up, somebody? Somebody really? What up, man? What up, man? He just sent them cat ears. Let's go, bro. God bless you, brother. God bless you, man.
Thank you.
I kind of asked this. What do you think you've learned from all this process?
I've learned that you still gotta watch who you hang out with, and like they always teach you, and that your mom would always teach you when you go to parties and stuff. Careful what you drink. People could drug it real easily. I've learned just be careful in life in general, but don't give up on people. Never give up, because people do change. They do get better. And they deserve the right to do that and prove themselves.
Because
be true to yourself.
Yeah, I was thinking about this last night, whether or not I should go through with all this. You know what I mean? And I had someone or something tell me that maybe let God decide and only offer people opportunities to do better.
Yeah.
Let God decide, and if I could post everybody's bell at this jail, maybe I wouldn't do that. But you know what I mean? But if God put me in front of somebody that, is reaching out to me and has asked out prior to source and ask for, help with this, maybe I'm just fulfilling my purpose, right?
Yeah. I mean, everybody has a purpose in this world.
Now, if I talk to you, Christina, 3 days later and you have a black eye, you and me are gonna have a problem.
If you talk to me and I got a black eye, I'm gonna have a problem.
I'm just messing around. Obviously, he didn't hurt you physically,
No.
is what you told me.
Yeah.
And it was really just, he probably needed a place to stay to get his mind back.
That part. That's all. He just needed to get his mind straight from that shit.
You probably shouldn't give anyone advice. Someone said if you're still getting locked up like an elderly RUM, you probably shouldn't be giving it. When's the last time you've been locked up? It's been a while for you, right?
It's been since 2009.
Since you got caught up.
Yeah.
And you're caught up with association.
Yep.
So it's these relationships that keep getting you into all this trouble now.
Yeah, I just need to stay by myself. Stay to myself.
That's where a lot of drama comes from in general, though. Just
yes, it is.
Just relationships in general.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? She seems a nice white pink hair gives off signs as being so explain to him, why are you able to step outside of society's narrative and wear pink hair?
That's just how I feel. I feel like I could be able to express myself anyway. And if they don't like it, sorry for your bad luck.
But Christina, your boss doesn't like you wearing pink hair, Christina.
Well, then you can't keep me from expressing my opinions or myself. I'm not hurting nobody.
Maybe blue hair would be a little bit different. Maybe we'll accept blue hair, though.
I actually used to do half of it pink and half of it blue.
Oh, man.
I used to do half and half like Harlequin did.
Quinn.
Hers was red and blue.
Oh, I got your new name. Harley Quinn. It's Harley Quinn now. I can call you Harley Quinn?
You can call me whatever.
I'm going to call her Harley Quinn Pink. It's Pink or Tink Tink?
Tink Tink.
Tink Tink. Tink Tink. So Tink Tink Harley Quinn. I like that. That's awesome.
Yep.
This is why, so 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So, I was locked up a few months ago. So you're doing better than me. That's true. That's all true. Pink hair doesn't make her less than the brilliant woman she is.
Thank you.
You're going to work at the 7-Eleven. What do you do on your free time?
I help people. I help people at the shelter I stay at. I paint, I tattoo, I draw. I'm just creative in a lot of aspects, and I just keep myself busy. I don't like just standing still. Not so much still. It's more like I like doing stuff. I don't like just being idle and boring, not doing nothing. I like hiking. And I used to go hiking a lot. I need to go back to that. That was fun.
You're able to stay in your car with God, and what you rigged up there is pretty impressive. You've learned a lot, and you've done a lot of self-exploration, living the lifestyle that you have.
Yeah.
And you probably know and understand a lot more of the reality you live in because of all those experiences, and because you were willing to try it.
Yeah.
It might seem far out to sleep in your car for a week. To a lot of people, that might seem like, oh my goodness, they're sleeping in their car. Like, no, my car's nice. It's got a comfy seat.
Yeah, it's comfy.
You know what I'm saying?
It is very comfy. I'm sorry. It is.
I find it interesting philosophy back in the day. The people that were living in those eras, the narratives that people were able to put on people, because there was nothing like social media. So if you got the Statesman posted, that's what you believed. So people that were philosophers back then understood how easy it was to manipulate a mass group of people to thinking all these irrelevant things, and probably not supportive things. So you have a job.
I got one technically.
And what inspires you to work at a job when you're staying at a shelter for free? and you know you can get food for free.
Because I can do better and I can get out and make something of my life. I want to do that.
And create like independence so you can help other people.
Yeah, I mean, not just that. I mean, like when I'm standing there at the register and all that, I can actually be talking and communicating and giving people, you know, my experiences. That way they can learn or take what I, you know, give them as knowledge and pass it on to somebody else or use it for themselves, you know? It might help somebody else down the road. And yeah.
That's significant for you to understand that.
I've always had the knowledge of wanting to help. It's given the opportunity to actually help is where I didn't know or didn't know how to do it, much less take the first step to do it.
Sometimes it just takes that first step.
Yeah.
It just takes that first step, man.
Yeah.
You know, Christina, I had a very intelligent, bright person come to me today and say, you know, you're not necessarily saving lives, but you're planting the seed.
Mm-hmm.
And that could even be more powerful.
That can be.
You're just planting a seed, just letting that seed turn into an oak tree.
Mm-hmm.
Or it might be a bamboo. It might take months for it to even see sprout. It might be a bamboo tree.
Yeah, it might be.
But if we could just plant the seed, Christina.
That's all it takes is a seed. And that could be the most powerful thing ever, is that seed. Because without that seed, you don't get the fruit and all the others that goes with the seed.
And then maybe it'd be like Jack and the Beanstalk, where the stalk just keeps on going.
Yeah.
And then we go climb it, and we might find some gold up there.
The giant's treasure.
I could really use $1,000 right now.
Right? I think we all could.
Doing here.
We're talking about the release.